Oh man, the markets got rocked. The worst drop we have seen in all of 2025. My name's D7 here with Grok Trade. Been trading in the live markets 27 years or so. And I'm here to help you decipher what the markets are doing right now as a hedge fund owner. Let's get going. This is the S&P 500 ETF, and we're just getting out of our 401 Master Trader Mentorship. 21 people in the class, including myself, 20 others. Well, my wife, so it's 19. Last week we had 15 in that Mentorship 301. Let's go! Markets, we have this huge drop on massive volume. Why? Everyone's asking tariffs. Why? Everyone's asking because housing market is falling apart. There's nothing out there right now. It's not doing so well. And we are showing signs of a bad problem. At the end of the video, I'm going to be sharing with you my big opinion on what I'm not seeing yet. Okay, now, huge drop, broke major resistance. The S&P 500 daily chart in major trouble. We had a jab. Look at this. We got over that trend line. Jab, bam, reversal. It's like a miniature bearish death hook. And this is big time trouble. 50-day moving average acting as potential support. Major trend lines acting as potential support. Usually after a big drop like that, you get a little mini bounce. So Monday should be a bounce. If you look here at the diamonds, bam, to the downside. We had a bullish pennant. This thing should have gone higher, but Thursday it ruined all hopes of a bullish pennant doing glorious things to the upside. Instead, Thursday, broken promises, broke down, huge drop on Friday on huge volume, nothing but downside opportunity at a major area of support there. Qs, tech stocks. Oh man, where do I start? Big drop. Thursday we dropped, but come back. We had a hammer. Could we go higher? No. Friday, gave up the ghost. Down, broken support levels. Bam, broke a trend level. Bam, broke another trend level. And we're right here at a 50-day moving average. This line coming up, I'm going to bring up to this area. If I go to a line chart, you'll see why I drew it there. So that's something we're looking at. But this is broken on big volume. Look for this area, this 50-day, and this area being a support level. If I go here to the Russell 2000, bam, down, city, symmetrical triangle, break it down. If you go to the bar chart, you'll see this. Huge trading day. I mean, we were off 3% this day alone, 2.9%. Huge drop, guys. Massive drop. Anytime you get the major indices dropping more than 1% in a day, 2% and a 3%, are you kidding me? That is bloodbath. Look at all the red candlesticks, guys, going in the last few months here. Now, if you go since, I mean, the bloodbath started in November, another bloodbath in December. And now we're starting a bloodbath here going into March. Guys, this is huge financials. If you look at this, big infra murder. We have these bearish divergences. We've been talking about it, and so it shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. Thursday, broke a big trend line. I've since erased it. It's gone. Broke that trend line, rising wedge. Breakdown Friday, breakdown, major volume coming down. So this is a lot of downside opportunity here. If you look at the US dollar, falling wedge, but if you do this, you can see that we have potential bottoming. So this thing could start going higher. If you go to gold, take a look at gold. Gold, it's melting upwards, but we have these continuing bearish divergences taking place. Watch out for gold, silver, same thing. But I'm getting ready to share something with you why I'm not overly concerned with this bad time markets. I mean, this is bad. VIX spiking higher, 16%. Remember I said, be watching this. You know, bearish, bullish divergences. We're looking at this. If it breaks over this, sure enough, it did. And bang, you know, boom, straight up, boom. Straight up, fear is getting crazy. Now, you said, wait till the end of the video, D7. Wait, and I'll share something with you. Here it is. You ready for this? I don't think the top's in yet. You know why, boys and girls? I don't think it's in. Here's why. Here's the weekly chart. Here's the volume. Do you see capitulation? No. Do you see broken support levels yet? No. You don't see either. This thing could still be going up. This is the S&P 500 weekly chart. Diamonds, S&P. Now this one's more trouble. It broke support, rallied up. This, what was support is now resistance, is pulling back. This could be a big inverter. That could be it. So let's see if that happens. Qs, if you look at this, it's just that resistance pulling back. I mean, guys, this is no problem. On no volume, no sell volume, there's no capitulation. In other words, for a top to be put in, you need huge volume capitulation. We're not seeing that, at least not yet. Go here to the Russell 2000. Is more problematic. This tells me if the markets are going to follow the small caps, we're in a lot of trouble. This dude is dropping, not looking good. Okay, financials is much more bullish, saying there's no problem, gang. We're at resistance. We're pulling back. Might get a little softening for the next few weeks, coming down. That could happen. But if we stay above these moving averages, all is well in the markets. So I'm not seeing GDPs going down. GDP still seems to be solid. Let's see what happens on the next report. Housing is softening. Not yes. We do have the righted in bond yield inversion, so we should be going into a market top at some point here. SOM rule says we've been in a recession since August, so you have all that, but no negative GDP, no capitulation taking place. Yes, we had a nasty little drop. Just expect volatility right now. Best case scenario, guys, is if the monthly continues to chop sideways for a bit, building a high base, giving us a level to rally back higher from. That's what I'm watching for. Now, I didn't have any ads on this. I didn't run any YouTube ads. That is worth a like by itself, and it doesn't cost you anything to give me a like. Please give me a like. And if you like this level of education, you think that you might want to see another video or two, feel free to subscribe. You can always unsubscribe if it's not your cup of tea. And there it is. Now, you guys are all able to leave now. You are excused. That is it. That concludes our technical analysis. Now, for you crazy ones that are still around right now, I got to share something with you. I had the most amazing experience today, and that is I started my 401 Master Trader Mentorship. I had a person, my youngest, he was 20 years of age. His dad got him into this, and his dad was taking it too. His dad and I, his name's Robert, we played football together, went to high school together. We did a big outdoor trip together, and then he was like, I'm in, I want to take this course. He took it, and he goes, I want my son taking it. His son, we get a lot of fathers, sons taking it. Every once in a while we get a mom and a son taking it. I can't recall a daughter coming through as the child, not yet at least. But anyway, the reason I bring that up is because he's 20, not our youngest student by any stretch of the imagination, but we have another lady who is taking it, and she's 80. So he's on the second level, 20. She's on the 8th level, 80, taking the same course. 60-year difference between the two. That's generational gap if I've ever. So I'm just humbled by it. I'm in awe by it. That I've had multiple 80-year-olds come through, and the reason they come through is if I ask them individually what, there's a common thread amongst them. The common thread is some variation of saying I want to keep my mind sharp, and to do that I wanted to learn something new. Might as well learn something that can also have a byproduct of making money. Okay, so it's a very pragmatic, logical decision. And so we've had multiple 80-year-olds go through to learn this, and that has been very impressive. I think the youngest I've had was 16, but there's one that was 18, if I recall. Mike, so you guys know who I'm talking about. A father and son, they took the mentorship together, and the father did the picking of the stocks. So he did the analysis of the stocks, but the son, Junior, Mike, he was the one that technically looked at the stocks and knew and decided when to buy it and when to sell it. Those guys did something cool. They made enough money where they bought matching Beamers, BMWs. That was super cool. that was fun. So it's very interesting to see the people coming through. I love when college students come through. College students don't have a lot of money. Lucky for us, we're compared to like Life Surge, for example. Life Surge, it's a faith-based conference that goes around, but they have a component in there where they sell stock trading, and what they'll do is you pay $200 for 3 days. This is what these groups do. We used to do that with Rich Dad Poor Dad and Robert Kiyosaki and Teach Me to Trade and some other groups. We would do $200, come for 3 days. It's a 3 days slow sells. We give you a lot of information in 3 days where you feel like, wow, I'm overwhelmed, I need more help, and then they sell the big package. Back in my day when I went through it, I paid it myself. I paid $21,000 back in the day, but the average is around 25, thereafter. But I'm finding out that what they're charging now at Life Surge? They're charging $37,000, which is ridiculous. So somebody who's in our class right now, he was doing Life Surge but found out about us, called us instead and said, hey, I'm thinking about signing up for Life Surge, but $37,000 is a lot of money. Can I, and I talked with him. So anyway, we get a lot more bang for your buck here, and we let people retake free of charge, no problem. And you guys are in. So several of these people, like the gal who is 80, Marie. Hi, Marie, if you're watching this. So she's retaking it, and people can retake these courses at no charge, which is very, very nice. But it's just interesting to all the individuals that come through, and found out that there's a former Secret Service, and Robert, I'll just say your name, it's two Roberts in the group, and it was interesting. You've been with me a long time, but I didn't know you were former Secret Service, so that's a fun fact that I learned about you today on the class. And so anyway, very cool. I'm just droning on and on right now. I have a party to go to. It's a birthday party for my Puerto Rican friends, and here in Tampa, a lot of Latinos. I have a lot of friends from Cuba, a ton of friends from Cuba, Puerto Rico, a lot of friends from Brazil, and it's fascinating. In Indiana, it's just Mexicans. We've got a lot of Mexicans in Indiana. But out here, hardly any Mexicans, all other type of Latinos, and that's great. I need to learn Espanol. Oh, man. I only know little things like, buenos dias, buenos tardes, buenos, that's afternoon. What is that? Night is noches, buenos noches. So I know that sort of stuff. I know like que pasa, like what's up. But I need more information. I need to learn Espanol. And I should be immersed in it. Everyone speaks it around me, but they all speak English. They all speak English. Raphael, if you're watching this, man, teach me some Espanol, my friend. Raphael's in the class. He's always in our class. Helen Fan's in the class. She's always in the class. And you guys have you win the award for being in the class as often as you are. So take care. You guys have a great rest of your weekend. And if you waited this long, say made it. Only you and I will understand what that means, and everybody else, you are the crazy one. Say made it in the comments. But I think we're going to get a bounce Monday. If we don't, we just come crashing down. So until we're pretty weak, we need those support levels to hold true. But I think the next rally back up will be significant. We have a good chance of seeing a rally. And let's see what happens with this drop. And if the weeklies start to fall out of bed and there's more continuation, we can't make newer lows on the weeklies. If we start making lower lows on the weeklies, that could be bad news. So take care, guys. We'll see you later. Bye. Guys, why are you still here? You just watched my video and now you're still lingering around. Might as well be with you now that I have your undivided attention. Listen, if you haven't done so yet, I highly recommend putting in a foundation of trading, your foundation of trading through a mentor. For learning to fly a plane, you wouldn't just go through ground school before you start flying in the friendly skies. What you would be doing, though, is going up first with your flight instructor. Same thing if you're going to learn to ride a bike, you better have somebody behind you helping you ride a bike. Surgery, you're not going to read a few books and do heart surgery. So every principle and with being guided by a mentor, let finances be this. If you're a trader, you from amateurs to professionals. Mentoring will do that for you. Anyway,